Okay, and we are live. And I just sent Crystal there we go. We're already live, Crystal, just to give you the heads up.
Okay.
We figure we're going to hit pedal to metal because poor Audrey's got to run away shortly.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I've got the T distribution applet. If I can keep this. Okay, so this is the lesson that gave me headaches. So fair warning. That's why this is not completed down here. We assume that previous lessons we assumed that the standard deviation of population was known. We're making a different assumption. What's changed? We don't know it.
Standard deviation is unknown.
Okay, is no.
It's not known. I promise you.
It's like they're trying to convince us or something.
And what's the value of 2? This is where I have to figure out the formula again.
Okay, you've got the sample mean is 11, and S is 6. Now that's helpful. It was not helpful when they didn't give us S. When they don't give me S, that makes me want to cry.
Yeah, we're going to have to go off your calculations because I'm still working on this formula, trying to get to learn it.
That's cool. I just need to adjust this one more time because I think I messed it. I was playing with it and I moved things. I'm back.
Well, these number 6 is easy. Just going to find the average. And S and then T. Yay!
Okay, still does. Okay, so T. I'm getting 3. That's where this is. Like I said, these are the ones that are messy.
3 degrees of freedom.
Degrees of freedom should be.
No, I have no idea. I was just.
It's a sample size of 9, so it'll be 8 degrees of freedom.
Yeah. So T is 3?
I think so. I'm running the math manually just real quick just to make sure I'm not crazy because it's X minus this all divided by this, which is divided by the square root of n, which is this.
Yes.
Which gave me 1.5. Okay.
So half?
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah. I didn't have my n value correct when I did it the first time. Okay. It's the one downside. It's really great to have a fast Excel spreadsheet. It's not great when I don't plug all the values in right.
All correct.
Okay, so now we have mu is 98.6. And we've got significance of 0.05.
Need to round up.
And yes, I know that's not going to calculate correctly now. But if I take this entire, it's going to make me type them manually. Suckers. Okay, so 98.6.
Do you need to read off?
Yeah, could you?
Okay. Starting from the top.
98, 99.6.
97.8. 97.6. 98.7. 98.4. 98.9. 97.1. 99.2. 97.4. 99.1. 96.9, 98.8, 99.9, 96.8, 97, 98.7, 97.6, 98.7, 98.2.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle.
Have fun.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so that gives me a sample mean then of 98.197.
Sample mean.
So that's up here. And the sample size is 19
Oh, hold on.
because it counts for me on that column.
Or did you? So it's number 6, 98, or?
I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm
Oh, okay, good.
sample mean, yes. Sorry, round to 3 decimal places. So it's 98.195.
98.195. S and then T.
S is going to be this is one of those where, like I said, it's kind of fussy. In theory, it should be 0.9401, 940 for S.
0.940.
In theory.
Theory.
Because there was never actually a formula for it, but I solved for it by tearing apart the formula for T.
There you go.
And then you flip it around, and for T, I've got negative 1.879.
Negative 1.879.
Mm-hmm.
879.
The other option, though, is if I do, hang on, let's see. But that requires a value that doesn't work. And then if that's accurate, then negative 1.879 goes in here, and we've got a 18 degree of freedom, which gives me a p-value of point. We want to know what's higher than 98.6. Yes, no, maybe. So it's going to be higher than that.
9617.
I'm trying to
No, you're fine.
make sure. Because without T, like if I didn't have T yet, okay, well that comes up right. Oh, that's because I set that to not be based off of T anymore. Okay, well that works. So okay, the 9.40 should be correct, which means T should be correct.
940. Negative 1.879.
Yes, which means p-value should be the 0.962 as we round it off to the third.
0.962.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's 0.9617, but we round it off to the
Yeah.
third. So yeah. The correct, based on that, 0.962 -17, we would fail to reject that because
Huh.
it's within the standard. It's within the level of significance.
It's cool how your Excel did that for you.
Yes, I told it to check against this, and if it's lower, reject, and if it's higher, fail.
That's cool.
I like having it think for me.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, the advantage to it is, in order for it to work, I had to understand how it works
Yeah.
to put it together. So I had to learn it to be able to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Another list.
okay, this one I need to change this 0.01 now. And then mu is going to be 40. And the goal is just to prove whether or not it's not 40. So that would be opposite sides now. Average time between births is 40 minutes. You got a lot of kids getting bored there, people. They want you to, and they say copy and paste. You can't actually copy and paste from iLearn. They need to work on their verbiage there.
No, you can't. You can't even highlight it. Yeah,
Nope.
Whatever.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
59, 14, 37, 62, 68, 2, 15, 9, 157, 27, 37, 2, 55, 86, 14, 4, 40, 36, 47, 9, and 61.
Okay. So we've got a sample mean. I want to jump straight to p-value. Alrighty then.
We got to figure everything out.
Number of samples is 21. So let's change this to 21. 0.0060. Yeah, that falls into a 99 percentile.
Yeah.
The standard deviation on that is like 36 for that spread.
Wow.
Going by this. So the p-value I'm getting is 0.995.
0.995.
Because it is, for this, with it being not, that's going to be everything outside of that division in the middle, right?
Yeah. Fail to reject. 13. You try different hypotheses. Mean is greater than 40.
Less
than 40.
40. And I think that other one was less than as well, which means I might need to go back and fix that.
It wasn't equal to.
It was. Okay. We'll have to go back and hit that p-value on the other one.
Number 11?
Yeah, and I've got to fix the degrees of freedom for this one too. Hang on one second. Let me back up and hit the other one. So the sample mean was 98.5. Mean was 98.6. The p-value S we got 0.940. It was 19 for the sample size. Okay, 87. Gives me 879, but that's fine. Okay, now the p-value, if I do this as negative 1.879, okay, if we're doing less than, then this becomes 0.0. I did greater than before because I did it to the right. Because I'm a derp.
Derp and derp.
0.0383. And this was 0.05, which means we should actually have rejected that one.
So number 11.
Number 10 should have been reject.
Ah.
Okay, so now I'm putting it back for this one. Sorry.
Number 9 is wrong too, the p-value, or?
Yes. That should be, if we're doing less than, it should be 0.0383.
0.38 then.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And does that affect the t-score and the s and all that?
No, those were still correct because I used
Okay.
them to
P-value.
pull.
Okay. Cool.
And this needs to change to 20. Okay, so 11. Okay, I just need to fix, sorry, hang on.
No, you're fine. I'm trying to learn this stuff while you're doing this. 10A.
Okay, I got, now for this, I got for 11, I got 0.502. What's I switch to less than instead
Yeah,
of,
it's less than, yeah. 502. 0.502.
crap. Or is it? No.
It's less than.
It's
Not
both.
equal to.
Yeah. 0.0. That comes up as 100 though. That's not.
Yeah.
I didn't change my list. So okay, the mean was 40. Oh, I know what it is. It's because our sample mean is 40, so it doesn't. There we go. 0.006. Okay, yeah, 0.995. 0.995 for 11. You still fail to reject. And
Okay.
then when we change that to take that away and we go less than,
Mm-hmm. Does the p-value increase or decrease?
it decreases because it goes down to
50.
0.502.
Yeah.
And we would still fail to reject because it is still above the expected. Because we did it as a 0.01, it's still above that, so it still fails to reject.
Okay. Construct a 95% confidence interval. Okay.
Okay, and here's the part where my math was being fail. So
We have all the information, right?
well, the confidence stuff I had before was needed the sigma, needed a standard deviation to calculate the previous confidence intervals. I haven't figured out how the level of confidence works in. This is the stuff my brain bottomed out on earlier.
Yeah. Because we need a standard deviation. There's not one.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the margin of error doesn't calculate. They didn't give me any margin of error that doesn't involve sigma. And so I don't know how to get the margin of error to do a confidence interval that is the sample mean minus the margin of error, which is how this is actually calculating. Because that's what this boiled down to. And it's more accurate when you do the simplified, but I don't have a margin of error listing because I don't have a standard deviation.
How do we calculate? We got to calculate standard deviation then. That's this whole thing.
Can we calculate a standard deviation?
I think. I'm not sure. Hold on. That's what this whole thing.
That's where lesson 11 kind of made my brain ache.
Sucks.
Unless it is using, just replace S with, or that with this, in which case, if I went and did this, put this down, and then had this calculate with S instead of sigma and T instead of Z. And I don't know if this is valid or not.
No, but that'll work. We'll see.
You know. Because theoretically it should. It's a T-score.
Yeah.
Then it's a matter of making this. This would become T. Okay, so I need it to be M is. Hang on, screw this. Equals if that's blank, then what I'm going to do is I want to do a calculation. And the calculation is going to be if doesn't have a value, then use this. Otherwise, use this. Times this equals that. Use this. Otherwise, use that. Divided by square root of that, otherwise use that. And now I need to run from red to red and go. Otherwise, okay. I want to do this M.
There's an Excel file for this?
Okay, well, in theory, assuming that that M, the margin of error calculation works with a T and an S instead of a Z and a sigma,
Uh-huh.
then I actually have something functional. In theory.
Yeah. Jeez.
In theory. Just get rid of that. In which case, going back to the quiz now. In theory, then, the lower, this gives it a, it's got a big standard deviation for this bunch, but it makes sense because there's a really wide gap in the values. But then this gives me 24.498. Or 24.5 because it wants to round to one decimal.
24.5?
Yeah.
5. Lower
And
limit?
55.6 for the upper.
55.6.
That's my best. That's guessing, assuming that this is working as intended.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole working as expected thing.
What did you get for 13 and 14?
13,
14.
We got decrease and then fail.
Okay, just making sure.
Let me take a shot at saving and seeing if this decided to do math correctly or not.
Okay.
And then if it didn't, we'll go back and see where my math is failing. Yeah, those last two are wrong. And 8 is wrong. 6, 7, and 8 are all wrong. So we missed a lot that run.
Oof.
So we need to redo
7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
15 and 16.
Yeah, 15, 16. Okay, so there's my little answer. So, all right. Let's go ahead and load up again.
My turn.
Start. And let's fill in the ones we already know so that we don't have to go back and worry about them. So 3 was unknown.
Unknown. 4 is no. 5 is 1.5. 6, 7, 8 are all wrong. Number 9 is 0.38. 0.038.
Zero 0.383 for 9.
Yeah.
Okay, and we rejected the hypothesis, which was
Is it-
correct.
0.038 for number 9. Is that correct, or do I have to
Point,
add?
yeah, point. Yeah, 0.038.
Okay. And then 10 is reject the null hypothesis.
Yes. And then
Someone's calling. 11 is 0.995. 12 is fail to reject. 13 is decrease. Hold on real quick.
14 is fail to reject. Okay. So Now it's a go back and figure out what math we messed up. Or I messed up, as the case is.
Okay. Did you get the rest, or where you at?
I'm heading back up to
6, 7, and 8.
6, 7, and 8. So
Okay.
actually, no. I'm going to do, I've still got the numbers in for 15 and 16, so I'm going to keep those. Real quick. Okay, so I've got my stack in. 40 is still the mean. And it's the confidence interval. So, okay, so my math is not, using that margin of error thing appears to not be valid. So,
Confidence in the
so
What is
equals, this one needs to be the minus. This is going to be equals. If this equals nothing, then use this, otherwise use that. So that's sample mean minus t, which is if this doesn't have anything, then use that, otherwise use this, times this doesn't have anything, then use this, otherwise use that, divided by square root of n is here. This equals that, then use this, otherwise use that. But that still gives me the same number.
the one portion?
So the issue is not with the math there. The issue is going to be somewhere else.
No.
And this, I'm going to just not make that gray because I don't know that it's valid.
E12.
Wonder if it's in this, but that shouldn't be.
Mhm.
Equals this minus this divided by that times the square root of this. Okay, so that comes out to the right number. Okay, so that might, then the question is this wrong? No, that's not what I want. Don't want a probability. I want the. I want it inverse. Two-tailed.
I'm trying to use the Excel file they gave us, and I'm struggling with this. So this is a perfect opportunity to have our teacher or our teacher's aide to help us. Actually, what is that? Copy.
Mm-hmm.
Those homegirls, man.
Stephanie.
It's her email.
Um.
I'm looking it up too.
KUN 13015 at byui.edu.
Please help.
Can you join in our quiz right now before we fail? What did we put before?
Oh, I didn't add the stupid.
The thing that gets me, right, it says round to 1 decimal place, so I did. That's the only thing I can think of that might be throwing it off somehow, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I, temporarily punch this down to 1 decimal place, or even 2, that still gives me. the point estimate S. Where do you get this drives me nuts. To construct the confidence interval when sigma is not known, we replace it with its point estimate S. But it never quite covers how the heck you get S when it's not given to you.
Well,
Because that's the
Stephanie,
only thing I can think of.
Stephanie replied, and she said, "I'm visiting with my son and wife with their newborn baby. I need a few minutes. We have company."
Okay.
Okay. So hopefully she'll join. If not, Brother Folsom will.
Did you send her the link to the...
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll key back in the... Actually, no. Let me cheat. Put them over there for right now.
Oh, I think we lost Crystal.
Ah, okay. I know her kids were past her. So. Let's jump back up and try the 6, 8, and 6, 7, and
6,
8
7,
real
8.
quick. So
Yes,
let
of course.
me clear
All right, hold on.
the math that I won't break anything to clear. Yes, and by the way, if you open this up and you get a circular reference error, it's because these two kind of rely on each other at the moment. Let me see. Is there a formula for margin of error?
Sorry, I had to grab a snack.
That's fine. I hear you. Okay, so margin of error can't be done. Margin of error runs fine. I'll put this back here just in case this is a valid argument, so to speak. That makes sense. times
Yeah, so I just emailed her back.
Mhm.
So we'll see if she is able to hop on or not.
Okay. Can you read me those numbers again real quick?
Yeah.
I got 98, 99.6, and then
All right. 98, 99.6, 97.8, 97.6, 98.7, 98.4, 98.9, 97.1, 99.2, 97.4, 99.1, 96.9, 98.8, 99.9, 96.8, 97, 98.7, 97.6, 98.7, and 98.2.
this is going to be if E can calculate, but I'm going to use equals if this equals nothing, then use this. Otherwise, use pull this up and I need to pick this apart. I want to use that times standard deviation section divided by and then if I clear that, ha.
Something happened?
I'm trying to clean up some of my numbers.
Gotcha.
Actually, it should be if that is not filled out. There we go. I'm trying to get rid of some of my divide by zero messes and some of my circular references. I'm trying to
No worries.
kill off, the bugs, stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm watching the video that they submitted with the section and going through that with Excel. So I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to learn more. Yeah. But I'm going to be mute because I'm eating bread.
That's fine. And we're doing we're going to do square root of if
Well, if so, I would tell them.
Stephanie's here.
Hello.
howdy. Come save us from ourselves.
What is this of?
Oh, this is me, and I have a spreadsheet I use to do the calculations over and over and over again.
Okay. Okay. Are you using the ones provided by the class?
Yeah, this is just they're
Okay.
over here.
I'm like, okay, probably. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's I've had students in the past try and do their own, and it just doesn't work out quite as well for them. So that's why.
Well, and that's
Okay.
and that's part of where I'm trying to be able to understand how the math works as well, which is what some of this is, and trying to understand if I've got, well, in this case, this is the one that was catching me up. Where's this from? Going down to those and jump here. So like here we've got, this is for 15 and 16 at the bottom. And we'd gotten like half of this right. Because we had the right, well, it said we had the right p-value when we did it one way. And then when we switched it,
What lesson are you two working on?
11.
Okay. Let me get there.
Okay, and this was
And then are you working on a group quiz or are you working on something else?
the group quiz right now.
Okay.
Our other two had to bail.
Oh, okay.
They were here. One
Okay,
had to go do
that's fine.
proctored tests, and so.
So let me look at my cheat sheet. Okay, you guys are both good for both weeks. I've had some videos that haven't worked, and so
Yeah.
wanted to make sure.
What part of the confusion is we're, and it's, if we look here and it's got these two for the confidence level. And
Okay.
so it's off by 1 point, but if we use the math, like if we actually just straight up do the math, it comes up off. And I'm trying to understand, what is this doing differently than what it's doing here? Because here I've got the same base standard deviation, and I've got the same degree of freedom, and I've got the same number, and I've got the 95, which is the 1 point. And I've got the same t-value, but my confidence level's coming up different, and I'm not sure
Okay.
why.
So this is 15, 16 that you said aren't coming out, right?
Yeah.
Too many tabs. Lower 23.5.
Because I ended up with 24.5 and 55.6, which are, it's like they're squished in just ever so slightly more. And like I said, I'm just not sure.
I don't know, but this spreadsheet's giving you the right answers, correct?
Okay.
It is, right? Or you don't know that yet?
I don't know that yet, but that would make sense.
Okay.
We
So
were trying to.
I can tell
we
you
were trying to do
23.5
doing them before.
and 56.6. So what's your second one? 56.6. So yeah,
Okay.
these two are giving you the right answers.
Okay. Then I'll
Um,
just have to go back and keep stabbing. We were trying to do them
Okay.
effectively by hand, and it just wasn't working. And we're just trying to understand so that we get the theory.
Yeah.
There's tons of salad there.
I don't know
Okay.
how important it
And the little
is.
square dishes.
I mean, the confidence interval, you know that you have your mean,
Mhm.
have a margin of error, and it's below or above your mean.
Mhm.
But I don't know why I don't know the mechanics of your spreadsheet, so I don't know
It's literally
why it would
doing
be
this.
different.
Yeah, it's just literally doing. It does the first half here and the second half here, so I can concatenate them together.
Hmm.
I'll have to just keep ghost stabbing and find out. It might be maybe that they just don't stretch far enough for some reason in there or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just weird things.
Okay.
Okay, then I wasn't sure if that. So we're never going to be required to actually manually do it and not be allowed to use this.
Absolutely not. You're allowed to use these. Each of the Excel sheets that are given. You
Mhm.
cannot use your own that you've made on exams.
No, I know that.
You can pull a fresh one in and do anything you want.
That's what I did last exam.
Yeah. And then you can use one sheet of notes, one side of a piece of paper with notes on it.
You just
Yeah.
print it really, really, really tiny.
Yeah. There's also one thing. How about you let me share with you? I don't
Okay.
know if we'll share more than one.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So in this little book here, let's see, book? No. I learn. Mine's a little different than yours.
Yeah, you've got the shiny tools.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
tools.
It's the ones I've got. I work with some of the admin side of the Brightspace stuff for the college I help desk for. So you get all the fun stuff.
So in this resources, there are the tables. I would go with the chart more than the table. Oh my goodness, I forget that it's download every time.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I would go find this and start filling it out.
Okay.
My computer's slow. Give it a second. I should send out an email about it. And you guys can invite me to every meeting, and if I'm available, I'll hop in. And if
Okay.
I won't. And so this looks really scary at first until you break it down. So this was unit 1, and this is sigma known. Let me show you. I'll show you mine that's already filled out. You just put in all the information you need to know, and then I would put other information. I print this out,
Mm-hmm.
and I would put other information in these little white spaces for my own tests. That was that front sheet right there was my sheet of notes.
Okay.
I gotta remember where these are. This is 17. I think this one. Yep. I always choose the wrong one. Nope, right there. So see, you put Z test because that's what you do when you have sigma known.
Okay.
Sigma known, it's T test. And then you put all the details like how to know if it's okay to do that test, if it's, normally distributed. And so you just fill in all this little information and then you have it for your test.
Oh, that's
Okay.
amazing.
So that resource is there for you. It's just not filled in for you.
That's fine.
If you do one, I could check it against this one if you want. If you want to email it to me.
My
So
cool.
that's a resource that's there, and not a lot of people find it. So
Okay. Cool.
there's a table here, and I don't know download it. There's a table here, and I don't care for that one. I think this one's much better at showing you what to do.
Okay. Cool.
There is the other option there. So
Oh, sweet. Well, thank you.
okay, you got any more questions for me?
Think that answers
Okay.
most of what we were after. It was just I'm trying to understand why doing it by hand didn't get us these answers.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Okay, that's fine.
I can
I
troubleshoot these really good, but somebody else's spreadsheet not so good at.
yeah, it's all good. I'll continue to throw rocks, and I play with Excel a lot. So
Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Stephanie.
All right. You're welcome. See ya.
okay.
Bye.
Worst case, I'm just gonna go with we're just gonna use what's on this other sheet.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even think about using before. So, and I wasn't gonna say that.
Okay, it's recorded. She's gonna hear about it.
Yeah, hearing it on the recording and me saying it to
Yeah.
outright.
That's fine.
Negative 1.843. Okay, so I think our issues were it's off slightly.
Yeah.
It's not off significantly, but it's enough that it's not going to fly with what they had.
Yeah.
Because then like 6, 7, 8, the new one is, it's 98.220 instead of 0.195, and then it's 0.992 instead of 0.94 or something.
Yeah.
So it's close, just not quite. Do you want to go ahead and take a shot and see how we end up?
Did we do 6, 7, and 8?
That's what I was just talking about. It's 98.220 for 6.
98.220.
And then 7 was 0.992.
0.992.
And then T is down here. It's negative 1.843.
All right.
You see where these are on here, right?
Yeah, I was actually looking for that file.
It's once I upload this tonight, it's all of them shoved into one, but it's the quantitative
I think it's the one I have
inference
not.
procedures one.
That's why I have the quantitative statistics. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me submit. What did we miss? What did we miss? This one. Number 7.
It still says number 7's wrong.
0.992, right?
That's what's in here is the standard deviation.
That's wrong. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's exactly what I put. 0.992. And that's
Oh,
not specific.
0.922. I can't. I'm having a dyslexic night, apparently.
Hey, apparently me too, because I'm looking 922. 99. Okay. All right, lesson 11, group quiz.
Okay.
Go back to it.
Now that we're reading it correctly.
Okay.
Now I should be good.
Yes, 1. Yes, 2. It's unknown.
You need the
no.
answers?
Yeah, starting at number 5,
Okay, hang on. Go back.
please.
Okay, so you've got 5 is 1.5,
1.5.
98.220,
98.220.
0.922,
922.
negative 1.843.
1.843.
Mm-hmm.
1.843.
0.038.
038 for p-value. Fail to reject.
I've got reject this time.
Okay. All right. Number 11.
And then 11 was 0.995.
And
And then this one's fail.
fail to reject.
Decrease.
Decrease.
Fail.
Fail.
23.5
23.5.
and 56.6.
6.
And here goes nothing.
Let's be done with that.
Yay!
What? What did I do wrong again?
That one I don't know.
Oh, I'm stupid. I did the question number 4 wrong. Is standard deviation known? Yes or no? And I put yes.
Oh,
It's frustrating. That's fine.
it's after you do it 4 times, you're just trying to get it done.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, alrighty
Cool.
then.
That's fine.
Well, we survived, sort of.
Yeah.
Do you understand it any better?
Yeah, while we were waiting, I've been
Okay.
looking at the video. I just got to figure out how to translate the formulas and then use Microsoft Excel.
Yeah, that's where my my headache's coming in. Is I've got stuff and I thought I had it in Excel, and I'm usually pretty good at putting it in Excel, but for some reason it's not working in Excel.
Yeah.
So, and it's only over here.
Hold on.
It's only in
Confidence levels.
the confidence interval, without sigma.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm not sure. And the level of confidence thing I got, but the interval I'm not so sure about. Because the rest of it was coming up correct. So
Yeah. That was a little frustrating. I got the Excel up now, so I should be able to play around with this because I still have to take the homework quiz again.
fun.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to hop off, make some food.
Okay, don't have too much fun.
Oh, you know I will.
All right, take care.
See ya.
Yeah, bye-bye.